What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, I just have a couple of things I want to say real quick. Giveaway probably gonna be on New Year's Day, so stay tuned for a video on that. I am also going to Houston for January 4th to the 10th. So if you're in Houston, you want to meet up, or you want to go to a fucking Rockets game, I don't care, hit me up. But yeah, let's just get right into today's video. So, I'm going to be a little realistic here, just because we haven't seen the whole team play yet. Obviously, next game, tomorrow, it's not game day. I don't know when this video will be coming out, but tomorrow is game day. So, I think we should have our full squad. I think John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, Eric Gordon, these guys should be playing. It's really tough. It's just really tough to evaluate a team that has been missing 5 important players, or 4 important players, 3 really important players. So 2 games, obviously we're 0-2. They haven't gone great, but they have not gone horribly. And that was kind of the big thing, especially Swaggy and I were kind of talking about this in streams and in our combined channel, is that as long as we didn't get blown out and we tried hard, and that we put up a fight, maybe even won a game, which we didn't, but we almost beat the Trailblazers, I think that only convinces James Harden to want to stay here more. So my last video, if you guys want to go watch that, is why I truly believe James Harden will be staying as the Houston Rockets. But if you've been following me for a while, I like to go through videos like this, just assuming a roster, James Harden is going to stay. That's just, there's no point in playing around with all these silly ideas unless one of them were to actually come to fruition. So right now we have important players. We got John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, Eric Gordon. Couldn't think of Eric Gordon's name. So those are 3 pretty solid pieces. Obviously, we have really good role players. PJ Tucker, David Nwaba, Jayshawn Tate, Bruno, Mason Jones. Hopefully, we'll play a little bit more. Broderick Thomas, I think Broderick should be in the G League. I think we should re-sign Gerald Green. But that's a pretty deep team that I just named. Now, I forgot about Daniel House as well. Can't forget about Daniel House. I think that we are, a couple of moves away from being an actual NBA final contender. But that's just looking at our team on paper. Now, John Wall could come out and put up 20 and 12 on the season, and we're looking at a totally different, game plan. DeMarcus Cousins, in only 25 minutes, he could be putting up 20 points and 8 rebounds. So we'll have a much better understanding of what we need as far as, right now we need a big man, but DeMarcus Cousins is coming back. We need better wing help, wing defense, but John Wall, Eric Gordon, they haven't been playing. So it's tough to look at what this team needs right now. But any team that has James Harden is going to be a threat in the playoffs. They're going to be a threat in the playoffs whether you like it or not. James Harden James Harden has blanked this team all the way to the playoffs. No. James Harden has took this team to the play. I'm so bad at words. It's unbelievable. Let's put it this way, because James Harden the Rockets have made the playoffs the last 8 years, which is how long James Harden has been on this team, all right? Every year James Harden plays basketball for the Houston Rockets. Since 2012, he has taken this team to the playoffs. He's had bums on his team. He's had all-stars on his team. Only CP3. But either way, the bum and the superstar. No, I don't want to call him a superstar. He wasn't a superstar. 2018. Is Chris Paul still a superstar, or is he getting more towards the star category? Either way, it didn't work out. James Harden, this is what they did. James Harden, here's the best team that you have had assembled with you for the Houston Rockets, and it's just the first week. Moves can and will be made. PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon, Daniel House. These are 3 players that the Rockets fans should start playing around with in their head to not get too attached to them in case they get traded. Because, like I said, I don't think we're 1 piece away. I think we might be 2 or 3 pieces away from actually winning the NBA Finals. Like I said, 20 points from DeMarcus Cousins, 20 points from John Wall. That now we have a different conversation. But right now, looking at this team on paper, I still don't understand why every Rockets fan is so opposed to trading like Daniel House and Eric Gordon and maybe a first-round pick for Buddy Hield and Richaun Holmes. It fills both categories. If we were to do that trade, I would want to sign Brandon Knight. I like what you guys say in the comments about Brandon Knight. I'm team Brandon Knight as well. I talk about Isaiah Thomas just because he's such a playmaker that it looked like we could use a playmaker off that bench. Obviously, Eric Gordon hasn't played yet, so it's important to remember that. I don't think the Rockets will make any moves for at least 10 games. I think they're going to, and in fact, me too. I want to see how Eric Gordon pans out. I want to see Daniel House pan out. I want these guys to succeed because I know how valuable they are. So what I'm saying for this video is if these role players can really just essentially do their job, Eric Gordon, 17 points per game player, career. If he can do his job, Jae'Sean Tate can be useful. If David Nwaba can be useful, if Eric Gordon can carry this bench lineup to one of the best benches, because roster-wise, we have one of the better benches in my opinion. If Eric Gordon can really just, he can either make us insanely better on the bench or make us insanely worse. So I don't want to see these guys traded quite yet because I think that they will provide us value. They've provided us value in the past. But I'll tell you Rockets fans this. If Eric Gordon and Daniel House, if they're not consistent, if they're only providing us value every 5-6 games, why are they on? If we want to win right now, I don't see the appeal. Eric Gordon is 30. Is he 32 or 31? He's like one of those. He's one of those. He's either about to turn 32 or just turned 32. I understand he's a 6th man of the year, but if you have the opportunity to get younger, more athletic, to set yourself up for post-James Harden era, like Buddy Hield, Richaun Holmes, I just don't see what is so bad about that. I just really don't. But as of right now, I agree with you guys. Don't trade Eric Gordon. Don't trade Daniel House. These guys can provide us value. However, 10, 15, 20 games go down the line and they're not providing us value. I don't see a reason they should be on this team if James Harden truly wants to win a championship and they're not helping. It's time to make a big-time move, but I think we'll be just fine. To sum this video up, I think we'll be just fine. I think John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, along with Eric Gordon, they're great at doing their jobs, man. They're great at doing their jobs. These guys, all 3 of them, have had good, well above average NBA careers. And Coach Stephen Silas, people are buying in. The teammate chemistry is looking to get better and better every quarter. This Houston Rockets team will be an issue in the playoffs if James Harden stays. I will guarantee you. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts because, anytime I talk about possible trades, they a lot of people don't like it. So, love to hear your guys' thoughts. My socials will be in the description. I'm going to be going live. I don't know when this video is going to be live, so I'll be live today, the 29th, 30th, but I don't know when this video is going to go live. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys later.